Hi students, in this video we are going to see about a small difference in the complete question. So far we had come across the final accounts which was related with the opening balance sheet, but now we are going to see something that's going to be very different without opening balance sheet. So when there is no balance sheet, just by using the receipts and payment account and the additional information, that is the adjustments, we are going to prepare the same income and expenditure account and the new balance sheet. So just observing this question, we are going to concentrate on the important thing. All the rest is very easy and it is just same as we are picking up the expense items and the income items and posting on the opposite directions. So from the payment side, post on the expenditure side, from receipt side, post on the income side. So apart from this, there is no other changes, but just observe on this. When you're focusing on this screen of the question, could you see there is a highlight box, a rectangle box which has been colored with orange by fixed deposit with bank, and the date is 30 June 2017. Always we remember payment side is going to be asset. This is going to be a deposit made with the bank, that is FD account, on 30 June, and interest rate on that which the bank provides for us is 10%. So this is a income for us. Interest on fixed deposit is a income. So keep this in mind. This is going to be, that is interest on the fixed deposit is going to be considered on the income side. Then moving on to your receipt side, I have underlined government grant. What is this government grant? See, in most of the cases, government grant, we assume it is going to be a liability side because it comes once in a while, but I've told that is only to be considered when the instruction is given as specific or specified, which means for a special purpose or specific purpose. There should be a reason stated. So here there is no such instructions given under the additional information. So we are item. Clear? So this is what we need to concentrate. And next part, going for your additional information, the third, observe the third point, on 1st April 2017, organization owned furniture, books. This you just keep aside in your mind. Remember this because in this particular thing, we have a small important item or the value of the important item to be considered. So when we are going to go for that, let us discuss. Coming to the preparation of income and expenditure account, we are going to divide first on the credit side and then on the debit side. This is very simple as commonly, so just observe. So I'm going to just guide you people how I have done it, so you can try by yourself doing it once just by looking at the question. Now let me minimize it. Going for your credit side, observe clearly. This type of questions are sure for your exam. 100% this type of questions are only going to appear for 12 marks without the opening balance sheet. Rarely you may have that, but this type of questions are sure to come. So let us concentrate on this. It's very simple. Now going on to your receipt side, we are going to pick out only the income items. Just concentrate. Receipt side, the cursor which moves on, 17, 18, 27,700. This is the first item to be taken. I have just taken here 27,700. And current years we need to add under the additional information. First item 1,500. Current year outstanding I have added. So I get 29,200. Next, all the rest items we are just going to copy and paste on the, that is post on the credit side. So here we have sale of old newspaper 800. I have taken it. Government grant I have highlighted with the underline. Why? Because we are going to treat this as an income as there is no instruction given. So I have highlighted with the green color, taking it on the income side. So it's 12,000. Then sale of old furniture, we have a loss. So this is going to be treated as an expenditure. Next, interest received on fixed deposit. Now concentrating on that, just observe towards your income side. Interest on fixed deposit 900, I've taken it in the inner column because we need to find out what is the outstanding. Always when you have, you just have a calculation to find out whether there is outstanding, because here they have given on the payment side, I have highlighted a box 10%. We need to find out with the date using what is actual interest we get. So when we calculate, I've just shown here in the bracket 18,000 is a value taken up into 10% into right from, see, June last day we can't consider, from July to 31st March I get 9 months out of 12 months. So when I calculate it, I get the value as 1,350. So 1,350 is the total interest we're supposed to receive, but we received only 900. So when we find out the difference between this, 450 is the amount outstanding at. So this is the value I have to take up in the inner column. So this 450 outstanding amount. So let me just take this here and write it. Outstanding for the current year is 450. I've just fixed up it. So current year outstanding, that is 450 is what I've taken here. So total income which we receive is 1,350. So when you calculate this, 1,350 should be equal to that. So now this is one thing which should always be remembered, this step. Then we have completed with the income side, we have completed with the income items, everything. Just observe in under the additional information as well, we have taken all the items related to your income part. Now moving on to your expenditure side, concentrate from the payments. General expenses I have taken as it is, there is no adjustments. Newspaper as it is, electricity value. Then salary, moving on to the salary, here we have the outstanding salary for the current year. So I'm going to just take that in the inner column as we have adjustment. So I've taken 3,600, and current year's outstanding, that is under additional information, we have outstanding salary as 600. So I've taken it, I get 4,200 as a total salary paid. Next, rent. There is no adjustment, take as it is. I have taken it to the outer column. Any adjustment to be taken in the inner column, no adjustments, take it to the outer column. Then postage charges, I have taken it. Then now the important thing which we need to find out is the sale of old furniture. Book value they have given 5,000. So I said no, we need to concentrate on this, that there is a loss. So I'm taking the loss on sale of old fixed assets. So I'm just highlighting this as well. So to loss on sale of old furniture, 5,000 minus 3,700 gives us 1,300. This is the step we are supposed to follow, and I have done this. We have completed with the income and expenditure account. Very simple, because we have done so many sums related to the same income and expenditure. I guess the people are thorough with this. So we are going to find out now what is going to be the value, whether it is a surplus or a deficit profit, because as per the calculation, credit side value is greater, 43,350. The same is taken up. From this, when I minus the expenditure items after the expenses, the balance amount which stands as a surplus or a profit as from the income side, we get 23,000, which is just similar to your question, which is printed down the answer. The question, in the question, the answer which is printed, just observe 23,000 is the excess of income over expenditure. So we have completed with the income and expenditure account. Now coming for the balance sheet, I've just prepared it. So let me just guide it. I guess balance sheet is very simple and easy. So as commonly moving on to the credit side, first step is always asset side. I've just taken up as per the questions. Now we don't have opening balance sheet to copy and paste, so I've just made it in order. So moving on to the asset side first, observe from the additional information down, the third point, 1st April 2017, I said when we are going to concentrate doing when it is required, we are going to find out what actually the important items are to be concentrated. Now they have given 1st April in essence is opening value of the organization, which is actually owned the assets with furniture and books. I have taken the value here. So just observe furniture is 12,000, and for the current year there is addition purchase on the payment side. Could you all find 10,500? I've added it. So I get 22,500. With this, the story of sale of old furniture with the cost of 5,000 is no more with the company. So I have minused it. We should always do once when you find that any old furniture, any old asset is sold out, that needs to be adjusted. The complete book value, the cost price. So I've done it. So I get 17,500. Next, moving on to the payment side, all the assets whatever is there, we have fixed deposit. So I've taken that, concentrating on the, just observe, concentrating on this, 18,000 is a fixed deposit made by us, and outstanding interest which is not yet received, we have received 900 out of 1,300, which we need to calculate. We calculated and found the current year outstanding as 450. Under the income side, that you need to add, only outstanding is required to be added. So only anything which is pending to be taken up in the balance sheet. Clear? So it's going to be 18,450. Then after fixed deposit, next we have books. Books here, 7,000 is going to be given for the current year purchase, but we have opening as 5,000. So I've taken opening as 5,000 and addition purchase as 7,000. So I get 12,000, the overall book value which is with the company now. So apart from this, I've just made a small change. I've just taken subscriptions because just by due to some adjustments I have to copy and paste the book value down. Okay, next, subscriptions outstanding for the current year. This is outstanding income. We need to take this always because adjustment appears twice. So 1,500 I have taken. Next, cash in hand or cash at bank is not given in the question at all. Why we need to take? Still concentrate. Receipts and payment account is nothing but it is equal to a cash book. So the balancing figure as a carry down closing balance 11,200 to always be treated as cash in hand or cash at bank. So I have taken that value. We get, that is my asset side value total is 60,650. I have to prove on the liabilities side equal to the total value of assets. So first item is capital fund as commonly, moving on to the liability part. But how to find out the capital fund, as there is no items related to that, there is no balance sheet, opening balance sheet given in the question. So how to find out? Here is a very simple trick to use that. That is why they have given concentrate. We have to only find out for the opening items values. Okay, the items which have the opening values. Receipt side, could you all find balance brought down? This is a cash balance, opening balance, which means on the opening date This is the cash balance. This is the first thing which we need to concentrate. Then apart from that, under additional information, the third point they've given 1st April 2017, organization owned furniture 12,000, books 5,000. Now can you all observe, we have only asset items given, furniture, books, and the cash are related to assets. There is no liability value. So how to consider this? Just simple. When you go for the balance sheet, concentrate here. Furniture I have taken, book value, cash in hand or cash at bank, opening value I have taken. So total of that I get 36,550. If on the balance sheet side, that is your credit side, the value is greater and no values or no items to be found on the liability side, the same value is to be treated as a capital fund balancing figure. The value whatever we have will be treated as a capital fund. So this is what the fund which we found for the purpose of capital. So I have taken that 36,550 as opening balance, and apart from that we have excess of income over expenditure found, that is a surplus 23,000. So formatting it, I get 59,550 as a capital fund the current year. Then moving on to your adjustment, additional second, salary outstanding for the current year to be taken, have taken it directly. Always expenses outstanding, liability side. Then subscriptions received in advance, receipt side 18 and 19 received in advance for the next year to be treated as a liability, I have taken it. So we have completed with the balance sheet. Just observe once the whole account, the balance sheet, concentrating how the values are taken up. So this is how we are going to do with a simple trick how to find out the capital fund. You need not break your head. If you have only assets value, take the total of opening value of assets. That is going to be treated as a balancing figure of your opening capital fund.